What's up, everybody? It is Juan from Raven Drone Solutions. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you my thoughts on entrepreneurship, especially in the age of social media, and just the hype that goes along with it. Now, this is going to be a very informal video, as some of my others have been, just off the cuff. So there's nothing scripted, nothing. I'm just really talking just out of my mind. So I see a lot when it comes to entrepreneurship. I see a lot of things on social media, and they make it look very glamorous, right? And especially during COVID and everything, a lot of people were at home and they started their own business, which is great. But you also saw a very huge spike in, online activity that, you're probably thinking about, i.e. OnlyFans, right? Which if that's your thing, that's your prerogative. I mean, it's of no consequence to me. I don't really care. But the crazy thing is that I see a lot of people that they label themselves as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as, boss, boss babe, boss bitch, whatever the case might be. But then you really look at it, and it's not like they're doing anything of value. It's not like they're really being a boss of anything. I mean, to me, and this is just my opinion, I mean, showing yourself on camera as a thirst trap to basically get money from dudes that are thirsty is not really much of a skill. That's easy. And the thing is that I've seen this a lot on social media, and I even had this debate with somebody about this not too long ago, and they basically said how them doing that is equal, or it's even like it provides more value than something that I'm doing, which I had to kind of laugh. I didn't take offense to it because I actually thought it was hilarious. But the thing is, this person's not alone. And, the crazy thing is that, look, entrepreneurship entrepreneurship is hard. I mean, even if you do a flower stand there's a lady over here that has a flower stand like on the side of the road. I mean, and I can imagine, you only see that she's just selling flowers, but there's probably a lot more work that goes into that. And a lot of people don't talk about the reality of entrepreneurship. The fact is, it's not about taking the nice expensive trips and, going to fancy hotels and all these other things. That's what they want you to think on social media. But the reality is that it is very tough. Making money is not easy, especially in certain industries. It takes a while. There's no real shortcuts to entrepreneurship. Now, I am by no means an expert. I have only been in business for about a year. So really my experience with entrepreneurship has only been 1 year. So I've barely stuck my toes in the water. I mean, it's been a drop in the bucket of what I need to learn about entrepreneurship. And I can tell you that in the first year that I've been in entrepreneurship, it has been hard. It has been incredibly difficult. I've made many mistakes. There's been many delays that have happened. A lot of times my own doing. I have to wake up every day and be motivated to do something. And it's a lot more than just, turning on a camera and doing something on camera and then getting paid for it. That's not really a job, or that's not really a business. It's just, you're just a thirst trap, and for me, I have to get up every day and I got to hustle. I got to make it work. And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people, they get this idea that entrepreneurship, it's going to be very glamorous. I'm going to go on vacations. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. They don't see the reality. And honestly, there's also a lot of fake gurus online. There's a lot of people that, in my opinion, have very nefarious motivations, and they're just trying to lure you into a trap, basically, just like OnlyFans. Really, it's they entrap you into purchasing a course and a lot of times these people don't have the social proof to back it up, and a lot of people fall for it. So, I mean, really, the thing is, there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to success. It's a lot of work. Right now I'm working with some people that they're teaching me about social media and things like that. And, the first thing they told me is like, look, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Like, you have to be willing to put in the work, or don't sign up for this course because you're not going to make it. I mean, it's just, you're going to be very disappointed. There's a lot of work that goes into building a brand on social media, obviously on YouTube, and there's just a lot that goes into it. And the problem is that for a lot of people, this quick money has kind of warped, or what a lot of times we see, oh wow, so all I gotta do is take my clothes off, or not even that, let's just say it's something else, but it's quick money. Well, quick money comes with slow problems, and I know that the Fresh and Fit podcast says this a lot, and I actually am a pretty big fan of theirs. Some things I might disagree with, but and other people like Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate and all these others, a lot of them say the same thing, that look, fast money comes with slow problems. You can do what you want, but there's going to be consequences. There's going to be a lot of people that sell you this idea that making money is easy, and that if you do these three things, you'll make it, and it's just not the case. I see this also a lot in the drone industry. There's these people that say, oh, if you just do this, like, that's it, your 6-figure salary in the first year, and that is total BS. There's very little of that. I mean, you have to be very lucky. You got to know the right people, and it's just like a lot of times, it's not to say that it's impossible, it's just that it takes time, especially if you want to make 6 figures. It's going to take a while, and that person may have had all the right connections right off the bat, but that doesn't always happen to most people. And it's just, look, it's a lot of work, even for something as simple as doing real estate photography as part of my business, which is not really what I focus my business on. But even that, it's a lot of hustling. You got to go and talk to people. You got to knock on doors. You got to put yourself out there. And, not a lot of people are comfortable doing it. So, there's a lot of work that goes into that. If I wanted to do something with inspections or whatever, which I do, well, it's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot that goes into it. So, you see a lot of these people saying that, entrepreneurship, and they make it look glamorous, and, sell your feet pictures and you'll make, 10 grand a month. I mean, to me, that's just ridiculous. And second, it's not really entrepreneurship. You're just being a thirst trap, which, I mean, if that's your prerogative, I mean, I don't really care. That's your thing. But, the thing is, entrepreneurship is not easy. And anybody that sells you that idea that it's easy they're not telling the truth. And one thing that I love about being an entrepreneur, and obviously in my industry that I'm in, is the fact that I get to provide actual value to people. I get to help realtors sell their properties a lot quicker because of the videos and pictures that I take. I get to help telecommunications companies or power line companies or whatever. With the data that I capture. Hopefully soon I start getting some construction clients or whatever, and I can start doing maps for them and capture that data, and that provides value for them. So that is, to me, very important. And that's one of the reasons why I like being an entrepreneur. It's not just because of the money aspect or because I get to be my own boss. It's because I get to provide value. I get to solve problems. So that's a very important thing for me. And I just think that a lot of people today have this skewed perception of entrepreneurship, and they think that it's going to be easy, and they think it's glamorous, and they see on social media, and they're like, oh, well, I want to go to Dubai and all these other things, and they don't realize the amount of work that goes into it. So, anyway, kind of rambled on a little bit. I didn't actually intend for this to be this long, but yeah, I just think that for those of you that are considering getting into entrepreneurship, whether it's the drone industry or anything else, just be cautious of that. Just be cognizant of the fact that it's not going to be that easy, and anybody that sells you the idea that it's going to be easy is lying to you. And just also understand that, especially when you're doing these other online activities, you're putting yourself out there, which if that's what you want to do, that's your issue. But generally speaking, fast money comes with slow problems, so be very careful with that. And it's not just that. Anything that gives you quick money, a lot of times is going to be illegal. And with that comes with its obvious risks. Like if I wanted to, use my company to help transport drugs, with my drones, can that give me a lot of money? Of course it can. It's already being done. In the southern border, it's happening all the time. Okay, but wait until the wrong person finds out. Wait until you double cross somebody. Wait until somebody just doesn't have any use for you, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, you may have made a lot of money, but you're gonna have a very quick downfall. So, for me, I always say that just be honest, have integrity, do the hard work, and understand that it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take a while. It's worth it if you put your mind into it. But you got to keep grinding and understand that it's not as glamorous as it seems. And anybody that tells you is lying to you. But yeah, anyway, that is it for today. Subscribe down below. I'll make some more of these videos where I'm kind of talking off the cuff and I'm just speaking my mind. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. See you next time.